Hello, everybody, and we're on the next installment of Inner Child work. And so last week we talked about really just what aspect of your inner child do you want to connect to? And I chose the creator because that's what I'm doing all year is I'm getting back into my art, getting, a lot of writing done. So I have an image of me at my writing desk, my creativity desk back in the 70s. And so now that you've figured out who you want to connect to, I'm going to talk a little bit, and I alluded to this in last week's talk, but your inner child is your subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind is created between 0 and 8 years old, very short span of life where this very important thing is created. Your subconscious mind is like 95% of your beliefs, your habits, your, what you believe to be true within life, within love, within health, within anything, right? Confidence, speaking, being seen, being heard, like all of these things are in this little 8-year-old. So think about, your inner 8-year-old literally running your life. Like, how did you feel at 8? Where there was part of you that was very strong and confident, but then also there were parents telling you, no, that's not good. And you got in trouble for certain things. Maybe you expressed yourself by yelling or running around and throwing a tantrum. And then maybe bad things happened. You got put in a corner, you got yelled at, and some people got spanked, right? So when these things happen, the subconscious holds on to, I expressed myself and then I felt pain. Or then I got yelled at, then I got put in the corner. So it becomes this belief around, I better just keep quiet. I better not be seen. I better just, go with the flow and not make any problems, right? Also, things that our parents teach us about life, right? Like we want a toy really bad, right? Like back when I was that age, I'm pretty sure it was like Cabbage Patch Kids, right? And, I wanted a Cabbage Patch Kid so bad, and I would like cry for one. And then my mom's like, oh, money doesn't grow from trees. I also heard a lot in this family, we're not the Rockefellers. So it's like, all right, so money doesn't grow on trees. We're not the Rockefellers. I can't have this thing that is going to bring me joy. So I don't, in my 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old mind, it became money is this bad thing that stands in the way of my joy, or it's going to be really hard to create this money. Dad was working a lot and I don't see dad because he has to work a lot to pay for things in this family. Like a lot of things we infer these things even as children, and that becomes our truth. It becomes what we believe about money. So then as adults, we've grown up a bit and we've learned what we've learned consciously about money, that it's not really a bad thing. Yeah, it doesn't grow on trees, but it's out there. It's an energy and we can all make it, right? We can all get out there and do things to receive the flow of that abundance that's out there. And if they don't believe that you can receive it, or they believe that it's evil for some reason, or gonna turn you into a bad person, or we're not the Rockefellers, why would we want to be, those kind of weird beliefs that parents gave us. And I get it, parents are doing the best they can. Kids can be a lot, right? They can be high energy, they can be all over the place, and sometimes parents just say things to make it stop because they're on their last nerve. And we have to be very careful what we say to kids at this age, because what you are teaching them is going to stay with them until they're in their 90s, until they die, unless they reparent themselves. They rewrite the story of their beliefs. If you don't believe that you can make the money, or you don't believe that you deserve the love, or you don't believe that you can write the book and have people care what you say, you're not going to do it. You're not. You're going to subconsciously that 95% of your brain is going to keep blocking you. And that's what it means when you feel blocked, or I try my best and it won't happen, or I get the thing, the money, the love, the clients, whatever it is, and then they cancel, we break up, a big bill comes and takes the money away. That is also subconscious. That is a pattern showing itself through the world, which makes us believe, oh, we'll see, money doesn't grow on trees, and I don't deserve love, and it is really hard to do whatever the thing is that you want to do. So then you just tell yourself, I'm normal, I'm fine, I'll just be at the level where I am because I'm safe, right? It's not safe to be in your best power. And that is a subconscious belief. Like the subconscious wants you to believe, like, stay safe, stay small, stay under the radar. Because when you start getting out there and growing and doing the things that you want, it doesn't compute that as safety. Safety is, I'm going to stay the same. I'm going to stay where I know that I'm going to be alive, and the subconscious is making sure that you're breathing. It's making sure that your blood flows. It's making sure that you're blinking, right? Make sure your heart beats while you're sleeping. Like the subconscious is very busy keeping you alive. So when your conscious mind, that little, 10 to 5% of your brain power is like, I have these grandiose dreams and I deserve more. The subconscious is like, yeah, okay, that's cool. You can think that, but here's how life is. So until we change what that old script is around money, around love, around expressing yourself as an artist or even just a human being, until that script is changed and that inner child work is done, you're going to be stuck, right? All of us are. We're going to be stuck in this pattern, this loop that just keeps going. And once you break the loop and allow a little bit of growth, you start the next loop. And then it's just, you can keep growing, in that way. But the loop definitely needs to be broken. How do you break the loop? Subconscious, reprogramming. And that's mainly done through hypnosis. NLP is another great way of doing that. I am a practitioner of both of those, certified hypnotherapist and NLP practitioner. So I am here for you if you want to start rewiring these beliefs that happened when you were this big, because this version of you knew the truth, right? And then they were taught something different, either through experience, through bad things happening when they showed their true spirit. And the subconscious, the inner child, needs to be shown that you will be safe no matter how big and beautiful and bold and creative you get. In fact, it is your birthright to be as bright and shining as you possibly can. Because when that little one believes that, instead of, I need to be seen and not heard and I'll get in trouble, when you believe your greatness is safe, you're going to skyrocket 100%. And I'm here for you. So just reply back and let me know if there's anything I can help you. Reiki also helps the inner child. I can also give you, planting some seeds within the subconscious through the Reiki and give you some practices to do after the Reiki. But yeah, Reiki and hypnotherapy are kind of the two pillars that are going to help that little one inside of you grow as strong and powerful as they were before they were told not to be. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will talk to you next week.